Y'all know the name. Once again, back is the incredible. The Rock Boys in the building tonight. I can say it. Whether you like it or don't like it, learn to love it because it is the best thing going ever. Let's start the show.
And there you have it. I mean, fellas, we are getting big now. I mean, did you see that intro? We getting big. Well, here it is. And bright as day and black as night. Look up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. We on the same bad time, same bad channel. You are live with the Justice League, and this is, you got it, Skate Talk. We are here. The one and only Justice League with our guest host here, Goldilocks, Miss Christy Collins. She is back in the building. We love her. Y'all love her too. And this is Skate Talk. What's going on?
Man, this is another wobulous week, baby. Let's get into the show. Let's get into it because we got some stuff that we need to talk about.
Well, you know, we definitely cannot get into the show without thanking our sponsors. So without further ado, Ciroc Boys in the building tonight.
Ciroc Boys in the building.
No.
Also, Christy Collins brought
out
the
blue dot.
Hey.
Yes, and I mean, they're getting bigger and bigger each day. We have another sponsor, fellas. We have Enchanted. This is desserts, okay? We are back in the building. They are back in the building. Enchanted Desserts, where the magic is in the taste. Go ahead, hit up Enchanted Desserts on Facebook. Make sure y'all get some desserts. Maybe we can get some Ciroc cake or something like that, or cupcakes or something like that, some infused, dessert where we can really get the party started.
Exactly, right.
I know that's right. All right. Well, I mean, here it is. We back in the building. Another one, fellas. Skate Talk. The last show. I mean, it was a good show. I mean,
it was a great show.
What can we say? We just get more and more viewers. We thank all the subscribers. I mean, we just hitting topics all over the planet. Keep looking at all the episodes. Subscribe. It's a lot of good material. A lot of good skaters and information. Something y'all cannot miss if y'all are up and coming new skaters, or even if y'all are skaters that are deep in the game right now. We want to give a special shout out on our last episode to Bat Smoke, Mr. Josh Smith.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Good episode. He gave us some good information all the way out from the Chicago, Illinois. You know, we was going off of D-Breeze and IR10. So please go back and look at that episode. Yeah. As you see, that's IR10.
Look at that.
Hey, Christy. Antonio said, hey.
One of the OGs here in St. Louis.
Oh, nice. Yes. Hey. I'm trying to represent. I had such a good time at that party. That party gave me the worst skate hangover I have ever had in my life. Look at this. Still wearing the VIP.
Still wearing the bracelet.
It's gonna go soon. But I just can't. I just look at it and I think back to like All the great skating I saw, all the great music I listened to, seeing friends that I hadn't seen literally like in years because of the pandemic. And
Oh yeah.
the workshop was great. Like it just, I don't know how to describe it, like without just recycling words, like amazing and tremendous and fantastic. But it was, yeah, I'll just leave it at that. I'm still having a skate hangover from it, actually. I'm not, I'm still popping
Now, was the
Advil.
party really just that good, or is it just that you haven't been on the skate party in a long time?
No, I think it was that the skate party was that good.
Okay.
Yes, and probably some desperation thrown in, right?
Right.
For sure. If you're hungry, if you're really hungry, like even the simplest food will taste so good. But it wasn't that. It was like I think it was that there was so many new experiences. Like, for example, I've never been to Chicago to skate. I've never been to a rink where everybody
Wow.
was pretty much skating the same style. Like St. Louis is close, but since there's so many more styles in St. Louis, it doesn't it just looks and feels a little different, right? And
Right.
so and also I think part of it was I've seen so many of these people on videos before, like really been following them for years and been seeing these rinks in these places for years, and to go in and like smell the smells and feel what the air is like and
Yeah.
just soak up all the ambiance. It's I don't know. It's an incredible feeling. It really is. It's like a dream come true.
I agree. Let's drink to ambiance. Rock
Yes.
word of the day. Ambiance. The ambiance was
Yes.
incredible. Yes, agree.
Yes.
Ow. And I mean, it's funny that you mentioned the styles and everything like that, because guess what today's show is about? I mean,
Oh boy.
I
Oh
mean,
boy.
she just hits the nail on the coffin. I mean,
Oh boy. We are about to go in today.
what a great guest host. I mean,
I
just
like
no
the
matter what
segue.
she says, it just lines up. I mean, that's a guest host for you. That's a host right there.
Yeah. So we
Incredible. So we in it. I mean,
let's get the
without further
rundown real
ado, that's
quick.
what the show is. Style.
Yeah.
I mean,
Style. Well,
go
people,
ahead, man, kick it off. Cause
So the rundown. This is what happened. It was earlier in the week. It may have been at the end of last week, but it could have been earlier this week.
I count 6 days.
6 days. Okay. All right. Perfect. So
6.5.
So what happened was there was a gentleman on Facebook, and he stated that he really couldn't get with JB or House. He felt like it wasn't a real style. So
are we talking JB style, or was he referring to JB and house music?
he was referring to both as a whole. He didn't feel like it was a style, or he didn't like the music. He just felt like it's not really skate music, which we've touched on this before. But the thing is, when you make comments like that, you have to be prepared to give facts. And I don't think he was ready for the return that he got. So what we're going to do
I don't
is
know. I play devil's advocate because I feel like an opinion is everybody's opinion. I mean, when you're stating, and this is just me from reading what the comment was. People may have received it different. All I saw basically was a guy just saying that he did not enjoy JB or house music. I don't think I didn't look at it as it was a necessary down on JB and house music. I think it's a preference.
Yeah, but see, his exact words were it. He didn't really think it was skate music.
And I mean, like I said, that's an opinion.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. I don't know if we went over anything, but I think everybody in every city has a different preference of what is skate music.
They do.
And
We all
I
do.
don't know if there's just one particular sum up of skate music. For me, I just think skate music is if you on skates and you whatever the music is that you're feeling, gets you skating.
Check.
That's it.
Shit, that's skate music.
Exactly. Right. And that's the reason why we're having this talk today, because
Absolutely.
we have a
Now
special
there may
guest.
be others that feel different. There may be others who
Yeah.
feel that there's a certain type of genre of skate music, and that's okay. I mean, I don't know. I think this guy really just gave his opinion, and I mean, and I really didn't think the comments were too much that bad. I really thought people just were, you know, a lot of people were sensible in what they commented back and say, hey, to each his own. You don't know what you're missing, and
Right.
you know, blase, you know, and that's it. I think that's it. I don't know why it's just such a thing for somebody to come out and say, well, I don't like house music, or I don't like fast backwards. I don't like slow walk. That's fine. It doesn't mean off with his head or off with his her head, should I say. I mean, but people who do feel strongly about those styles, they will come out and shooting arrows and throwing rocks. They will be like, you know, well, what style do you partake in, or whatever? You know, what's your style, and what makes whatever you say so great? You know, I think we living in a world where, you know, we can get real sensitive on people's comments, and like I say, it's just a comment, it's just a preference. At the end of the day, we all skating. You know, whether it's goddamn me fast backwards, slow walk, ballroom, JB footwork, whatever the case may be, at the end of those styles, you got to put skating on it.
Right. Exactly. So right now, one of our guests, the main person that I'm waiting on, he's having an issue. He's having the same issue you had, Christy. So I told him to paste the link into Google Chrome. That's who we're waiting on. He is actually from Chicago. He is somebody that I see every week putting it down with JB. So we gonna get him on the line once he figures out a way to get in. But as of right now, Primetime told us what's up, fellas, and Christy.
Primetime. What's up, baby?
Hey, Primetime.
What's up, baby?
The freakums. Of the freaking girls by way of Kansas City, Missouri. We got to shout out. We got to shout out where they from. You know, when they comment to us, and make sure that we give the location well as the person some love, because areas need love too.
Hey, so while we wait, let's we got to acknowledge styles and the cities that they're in, and I'm still trying to figure out what does Detroit actually call their style, because I'm telling you. They have their own style, and I love watching it. I definitely when they kick that leg all the way up in there, I'll be like, man, that's a lot of courage. You got a lot of courage. But they be rolling, so I be watching most of their videos as well. We got 9 people on right now. Hey everybody. All right. Kansas City has wild and reckless.
Well, for the viewers who may have not been to Kansas City, the rink at Wynwood, the actual floor connects to the rink. So, I mean, they can get pretty reckless there. I mean, there is no step off on that back far right side. You don't step off. You can roll right off onto the carpet side, or you can keep rolling on the rink. So, I mean, you don't know what you're going to get in Kansas City, but they roll. Trust me. And they do. And it's not for the weak.
Not at all.
Yeah, so I'm trying to see what we got going on here. All right. Bennis, come on and join in, brother. You said you had a lot to talk about. Ice said he's still trying to get on. Oh, yeah. And OD said it's open house in Detroit.
Okay. That sounds about right. I've heard that name be put to Detroit skate style before, so.
OD, I'm drunk. I didn't mean to use your government name. My bad, bro. Hopefully he ain't catch that.
Like Meg the Stallion said, ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. You know.
Oh man.
But no, I mean, What are some of the styles? Now I know I'm a fiend for ballroom right now,
Of
and I'm an
course,
advocate
of course.
for pushing that style.
Yes, indeed.
Outside of before ballroom and before me really like diving in STL type smoothness and technicality, I wanted nothing more. I used to look at Chicago and them doing footwork, and I would have probably been Chicago style all the way had I not really dug into my roots and dug into St. Louis and everything like that. I mean, I was a prime Chicago. I thought their footwork and that type of technique and the style was immaculate. It was just eye-catching. And that's what I wanted to learn that at first, just coming in skating.
So Janae, go ahead. Go ahead. My bad, bro.
No, you good.
I just want her to tell me what is ball rolling.
She might mean ballroom. There it is.
All right. Okay. All right.
Don't play with Janae.
So now, just so I can bring, I gotta bring my brother in right. I have to bring my brother in right. My boy DJ Remedy is here in the building. He's coming in. He's straight from Chicago. Lives in Dallas right now. And this man is all about the JB. Let's bring my brother in, DJ Remedy.
What's going on,
family?
Oh, snap.
What's going on, sir?
How y'all doing today, man?
We good, man. We good, Remedy. What's the word, man?
Man, nothing much, man. You know, moving and grooving. You know how it go.
Yeah, I got you, bro. I got you.
All right, so we already started to talk off about the little situation. So you came in at the right moment.
The little situation. No,
Yeah.
I mean, don't do that. I mean, don't call it a little situation because I mean, it was putting numbers up on the board on Facebook. So we ain't gonna call it a little situation.
You know what, man? I usually don't go there on social media either, man. But I feel like it had to be discussed.
Yeah. So tell us how that made you feel when you saw that comment, bro.
Well, first of all, man, I'm born and raised in Chicago all day long, man. So it felt like we was attacked for a minute. You know, I was like
in the building, Midwest.
And you know, it wasn't no call for it. You know, I didn't understand the reason behind it. You know what I'm saying? And then when I addressed it, when I got on, I was like, well, you know, this, and this. And then he came back, well, I didn't mean it like that. Well, that's what you said.
Ooh, did he explain how he did mean it, though? I'd be curious to hear that. Did he give you a good explanation?
He said, even though he said, even though he said that he didn't like JB music and house music, then he followed up and said, well, I didn't mean it like that. I wasn't saying I didn't like it. I just said, you know, it's not my favorite music to hear. So my thing was, you're going to hear any rink you go to, because let's be honest, I live in Dallas. You know, I love Dallas, but Dallas doesn't have a set style like Chicago or somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So you know, you're going to hear music from every other state, city, you know, stuff like that. So.
Hey, Remedy, 1 sec here, because we got one other person that wants to join in, and this is Ice from Philly.
Ooh.
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
Hey, what's going on, family?
Ice from Philly, what's the dealie?
Hey, turn your volume down. Turn your volume down.
Turn my volume down?
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, because you're getting the feedback. Do you got two devices? Okay, there you go.
Stopped over one of my buddy's houses so I can get on this computer, man. Just tell y'all I appreciate what you're doing.
Man.
Trying to get this video on, man. It's like I'm out here in the streets with this mask on. But
man, we seen that mask, brother. You had a whole plastic bag over your head the last time.
Hold up, man. Working on it. Wait a minute. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
There's my guy.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Ice from Philly, one of the world's greatest skaters in the history of skating. No, brother, you deserve every bit of that, brother.
You better get his man his roses while he can smell them.
Yeah, exactly.
Just trying to help.
Right before we get Ice talking, I want to go back to Remedy.
Yeah.
Is it an issue with you Remedy, if somebody says they don't like, JB, that seems to be like it touched a nerve. Is that
that's not an issue? Everybody's entitled to their opinion. My whole
right?
thing was don't speak on the shit if you don't know the history of it. And then if you're going to be contradicted, don't say I don't like it, then say, oh, that's not what I said, when you clearly said that. So I didn't understand that. That was my issue.
Because I was just like, people can not like stuff and maybe, it just because it doesn't move them. I know a lot of, it's just like almost singing artists, to say that Beyonce can't sing would be, you can't say that she can't sing, but you can say, well, what she sings or her songs don't really move me. I'm not a Beyonce fan, but I think it was in the sense of what he said, it was almost like he was saying like JB enacts to like Beyonce can't sing. It's like, you saying JB music almost like you don't like it ain't skate music. And whether we like it or not, JB is a part of the skate culture. It is a part of skate music. So it's fine to, I think, voice your opinion or your preference and say, I'm not a fan, like JB music don't move me like it may move somebody from Chicago. But I do enjoy hearing or seeing JB skaters and hearing JB music and the people that it do move. It's just ways he could have cleaned it up, I guess. Basically coming on and just
you know what, man? If I may be frank, I'm gonna be frank anyway. Hey, Spin.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Can you make the live public, man?
Yeah, I got you. Yes, sir.
Please do.
So my whole deal was, don't speak on the shit if you don't know the culture and the history on it. I don't, let's be honest, skating is an art, right?
All right, brother, it's public. It's public.
It's public?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Skating is an art form. So, you shouldn't nobody have anything bad to say about any skate culture. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Yeah. Or if you don't like the shit, keep it to yourself because you're going to
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are 100% right. Now, what I will say, and what I had to learn was, I don't care what city you in, JB is a part of every single style, every style that you look at. Because in Chicago, what they focus on is your footwork.
Footwork all day.
Footwork. The footwork places you. That's what created your style. All of our styles come from JB, and it took me a while to understand that. I had to look and see. Crazy legging came from JB.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But that's one aspect. Now, just like JB, we know it's hundreds of people out there who can't stand slow walk.
Yeah.
I mean, if we go, this is skate talk.
Yeah,
first of all, I don't care what style it is. It's always gonna be somebody. There's always gonna be some skater. That's not, it don't fit them. It don't, that's fine. That's why there's so many styles in skating. It ain't just one style. It ain't just one way to skate. There's so many different ways, and so many people are now adapting and learning different styles, even though they're from different places. But to go off and say, I don't like that style, slow walking ain't no skate style, and JB music ain't skate music and stuff, I think you're crossing into a different territory there.
Exactly right.
It's like now we getting disrespectful for a minute.
He was gonna definitely have to deal with Reggie from Bill Brown, my brother, my OG.
Right.
He's gonna have to deal with David LaForge, my OG. He's gonna have to deal with D Breeze, which we all know. No, I'm not naming everybody. I'm just naming something like everything.
Hey, bro, we was just with D Breeze.
Yeah. So don't disrespect the city and the culture, because the skate culture of Chicago is Chicago. That's all.
Yeah, agree.
That's all I'm saying. And I want
to go. That's fine for the guy who put the post up. If it ain't your cup of tea, it ain't your cup of tea. I don't think nobody's jumping on you for that. But watch how you present your cup of tea.
You would have got some real viewers tonight. His ass is on here tonight, but you see his ass ain't on here tonight.
Right.
Hey man, I was trying hard to get my guy on here, man.
Nah, he won't come. Twitter favorites or Facebook
Hey,
favorites.
so not to cut you off, but hey, not only do we have Remedy and Ice, but now we got the legend.
Leo.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
It's Grandmaster Sensei.
What's up?
Leo.
Yes, Sensei.
Man, hold on.
Leo.
So before we give it to Grandmaster Sensei, I gotta throw it to Ice real quick because I would love to hear his aspect of styles and skate music and what he has to say. And then we'll definitely give it back to Sensei. But we got Ice on. I want him to kind of speak his piece real quick too.
All right, give me a second. I got some technical difficulties.
No problem, brother. No problem.
Okay.
No problem.
We got one for you, dude. Hurry up and take your time, Ice.
So while Ice got technical difficulties, then I'm gonna throw a Jason Williams to Grandmaster Sensei. Grandmaster Sensei, please, because we talk all the time on the phone, and some of this is exactly what we've been having our last couple conversations about. Just speak on what you're getting from styles and people just not, I guess, putting into text the correct way to voice their opinion about things in the skate world. Did I give you too much, Sensei?
Yeah, break that down because I came in like on the. I mean, I don't even know what we really talking about yet. So just
okay. So you got it. Go ahead, B. Go ahead, handle that, B.
So basically, Sensei, we're talking. There was a post made from a skater that basically stated that he's not fond of the JB style and JB music and house music. He feels that it's not skate music. A lot of people chimed in on it and just kind of gave their opinion, but it goes into styles and everything, and basically we want to know, how do you feel about people voicing their cup of tea basically in the skate world?
Well, you know, I mean, everybody entitled to their own opinion, and you when you in the skate world, you get a chance to see all different styles. There's different styles out there. You'll find a style that you like. If you don't see anything out there that you like, then you may just come on, you know, just you'll probably just come out and just skate and do your own little thing or whatever. Nowadays, people come out with their headsets or their earplugs and everything, and they listen to their own music. So if you don't like what you're hearing, get your dance plugs, put them in. You know, nobody's saying that you gotta listen to this. You know, you paid your money. You then on top of that, let's go here. Okay, so everybody know when you go to Chicago, you're gonna hear what? JB. Everybody know when you go to Chicago and stepping. Okay, and when you go to Chicago, you're gonna also get what? House music too.
Exactly.
And you're gonna see. So you already know what to expect in Chicago. So when you get it in other cities, and they do it in other cities, everybody get their as they say 10 minutes of fame. Let them have each style have their little spotlight. They have the music that they go to, that they do their style on. St. Louis, we have ours. We listen to what's our theme song?
That's you, Sensei. You go ahead and tell him. Tell him.
You know, Gmo is one of them.
It's an everyday thing, you know.
Yeah, you know, and what we do on Gmo.
We crazy leg.
And glide.
Crazy leg, and we do the G slide and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, and that's just one of the songs. But when the DJ play those type of songs, we already know what we're gonna do on it.
Mm-hmm.
We already know.
Exactly.
So when they go to when you go to other cities and they play those songs, people that know about the skate game, the skate world, that actually travel to different cities and sing different styles and listen to the different music, not doing national skate parties, but doing local events or local sessions, they get a chance to hear the authentic music
Agreed.
that we listen to on a basis.
Factual.
So and that's one of the things. And I'm not going to jump the gun and get on the DJs yet, but that some DJs need to go and travel and do just that, so that they can be educated on the different styles.
Exactly. That's it. That's the truth. That's exactly what happened to me, brother. That's exactly what happened.
Now, here's something.
Before we continue, we got another skater. What's up, Mr. Dennis Ford? How are you today, sir?
We got them coming everywhere.
We got them coming everywhere. Welcome. By way. So
all right,
real
Dennis.
quick, while we got everybody on here, here's something to speak on. Are some of the styles getting a little bit more attention than other styles? So let's say we go somewhere that's not Chicago, and we go somewhere, and let's just say, I'm playing devil's advocate here because I got to as the host. So we go somewhere else, and JB is played for 2 hours somewhere that's not Chicago, where every style doesn't get its just due, or only gets 10 minutes versus 2 hours of JB. Are other places playing too much of one genre and not spreading the love and making it an equal feel? How do y'all feel? Is that something?
Let's go to the DJs. See, that's what I'm saying. You go back to the DJs. You don't you can't hit the city about it. You got to hit the DJs because they the ones. Let me tell you, the DJs control the cattle.
Yeah,
they the cattle rustlers. So they dictate what we skate to. Okay.
Yeah.
They can't. They need to make sure that they pay attention to their crowd and see what type of crowd they have. See what type of style of skaters you have out there. So what type of music.
So what you're saying is, instead of looking down at your tables, you should always have your head up, looking at your people that's rolling.
Constantly looking up and seeing who's out there. What style out there? I don't care about who's out there. It's more so what style is out there.
Exactly.
That's true. I agree with that. I mean, so we can account it to the DJs. I mean, the one thing about skating though is that no matter what's being played, somebody rolling to it. You know?
You're right.
That's true.
I don't think there's ever been something played where the whole skate floor gets off the floor and stops. Somebody gonna skate to something. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen it. I don't know about y'all.
No, I ain't never seen it either.
No.
So
it happened in St. Louis. Remember, it did happen in Skate King.
You're right. We stopped. Everybody got off the floor and booed them.
Was that a party or was it an actual session?
That's some bullshit. I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah, I know who said that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we do. Shout out to Al.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but I feel. Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
I feel like, so with STL, California, Chicago, 3 cities that have a skate style. So somewhere like Dallas, it's a melting pot. So you got to cater to a whole bunch of people. So which makes it a little bit difficult, you know what I'm saying, to cater to a whole bunch of people. You know what I mean? So I see what you're saying on that.
Yeah.
So
because I mean, and it's just some of the stuff that I've been getting from other skaters, and people will go, let's say, to Atlanta, and I remember when I first started skating in Atlanta, and what it's like skating in Atlanta now. Now, I mean, this is skate talk, so we're going to throw it out there.
Go ahead and throw it out there.
You see it.
Totally different now than what it was when we first started skating out in Atlanta.
Yeah.
The music genre out there has changed. Just a little bit of everything now. It's a melting pot. But it wasn't a melting pot when we first started going out there back in 2012 and all of that. I'm just saying that's when I started going out there in 2012. Other people probably been going out there earlier. But it's a whole different genre of music.
Yeah.
Hey, Christy, go ahead and ask a few questions that you got going on. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, sorry for Brandon. I want to know, like, when you were going to Atlanta, you know, what is the difference? And then also, like, for the DJs, you know, because we have so many more new skaters now, how is that affecting what you play? Because they may not know, like, what are the classics. You could play the classics for them and it sounds all like brand new, right?
That's true.
And then I'm curious with everybody because yeah, this is a whole other question, but you know, with the guy who said, well, that's not skate music, you know, I'm like, you know, I don't think it's cool to like, I don't think it's cool to like necessarily cancel on people, but to educate people. But like, where do you draw the line, you know, with a comment like, we don't want to kick people out? And that's exactly like being on the show. Like, it is scary. You worry like, oh, what if I just let the wrong thing slip out or it comes out the wrong way? Am I going to get like 400 emails later? You know, so how do we feel about that? Like, DJ Remedy, it was cool that you actually circled back with the guy to talk to him one-on-one. I think that's cool. But those are my questions. That's what I want to know.
Cool. So I'll address the first one. When I first started going out to Atlanta, they play really gutter music, like really. I mean, I won't say ratchet, but it was underground, like gutter music, like and it was a lot of 808. Yeah. It was that type of music, and what it is now is I almost sometimes feel like I'm up north when I go to Atlanta. It's a lot of it has evolved to a different type of feeling. And I really liked Atlanta in the beginning. I was really going a lot because of that gutterness. You got a down south gutter. It was headbands and do. That's why I got my
Why
rag
am I
on
not
today.
surprised? Why am I not surprised?
I got my rag on today because it was gutter. I thought we was going gutter in. We was deep. It was that type of feeling in Atlanta, and it gave you that. And now it's kind of, it's a different feeling, and it's an up north type of feeling that they've gravitated to because so many people now have moved to Atlanta. So many different skaters from different areas have moved, and now Atlanta has had to accommodate every skater now that's from California, Texas, Indianapolis, Arizona, just everywhere. Atlanta and Dallas, what I'll just say, Georgia and Texas are melting pots for people from all over now to move and go. So
speaking of
to answer your question, is just it was way gutter than what it is now.
Speaking of melting pots, we got my big homie Red on the line. She's from Ohio.
Oh man,
she coming in shaking her head. She like this is something.
She is from Ohio. Welcome to Skate Talk.
She's ready to come in. She owes some Bill Cosby right now. This is some filth, foreign filth. Like
come on, man.
Hey, before we get started though, hey, Red, we salute you. We thank you for joining us, and we want to say you got our support with the loss of your mother. So just know that the Justice League got your back for real.
Condolences, baby.
Hard, man. And I come home, try to relax, and this clown talking about some music. I said, "What the hell going on over here?"
Oh, you don't gotta say hell. You can. This is unedited. You can go
Yeah,
on
we
in.
won't use our sponsors.
Oh, you know me and Raymouth kind of.
I know. Hey, that's why I had to have both of y'all on here.
No, but for real, in all honesty, man, I'm from Cleveland, so I've never missed a Chicago skate jam till I moved here. You know what I'm saying? But you know, in reality, man, we all got styles. Like when I came down to Texas, they didn't even know they didn't know what shuffle was. You know what I'm saying? So everybody had a style, and I feel like when I want to hear my music, I don't cry about it. I just go home and I skate, and then I come back and I do my thing.
Exactly.
So, you know, we got to understand that it's a style, man. It's been a style that's been going out. Am I a fan of it? No, not really, but I'm not going to disrespect Chicago as a whole. I don't think it was what he said. It was how he said it. And then instead of trying to say, you know, I meant this, it was like he tried to say he didn't say nothing at all. And that was okay. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people would have backed off of him if he would have just said, I meant this, instead of saying, I didn't say that. Because that's what backing off of me.
No, Remedy looked like he was like, I don't want to smoke, nigga. I'm bringing your ass.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so let's do this. Bennis was actually with him last night. Bennis, what did you get from the conversation that you had?
Wait a minute. He said he was with him last night, huh? Oh boy.
Oh shit.
He's doing one of these.
On that note,
he felt ready. Like he actually thought somebody was gonna run up on him, and I'm like, bro, they really just want you to explain yourself live and in person. Period. That's how they
bring your volume down, man.
Turn my volume down. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just wanted you to explain yourself live and in person. The only thing that I told him, I said, bro, what you said, just like Dark Knight said earlier about Beyonce couldn't sing, I said, bro, that's like you saying you don't like gay people or lesbian people. You can't say that, man. You can't say it like that.
I could have said I don't like his little ass shirts, bro. I didn't say that.
He thought somebody was going to do something to him. That's why he didn't come on Sunday. You know that dude don't never miss no Sunday, man.
No, he don't.
Never miss no Sunday.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pull up on him like that. It's just, you know, it's just shame, but at the same time,
on an old clip.
Okay,
but,
so
yeah, he just felt threatened, man. You know,
there's no reason to feel threatened, bro.
This is what I want to say.
Yeah,
this is what I want to say. What he was saying earlier about ATL. That's how we was in Dallas, man. Like, we made it through 4 hours of just straight hip hop and R&B. Like, they would play reggae before they would play JB and House. So you would learn to accept it. And then over the years, when G Brown got into it real heavy, G Brown kind of switched the landscape. You know, Waterwaves switched the landscape, and you know, you just got to get with the program. And like man said, like if you're not playing your type of music, you know, you take your ball and go home, man. I mean, it's just what it is.
Hey,
All right,
man,
I mean, I get it. Right, we do sit down. We sit down.
I mean, hell, he played.
You gotta look at it as a break. If your shit ain't on, take a break.
Look at it as a break.
That's what I do.
And y'all know what I do on my break. I go over in the car. I sell my lips.
Exactly.
I sell my eyelashes.
Exactly.
All right, so let's hear from Ice. Ice from Philly. What you got for us, bro?
Ice may still be having technical difficulties.
Yeah, I believe he is. So we'll let him fix that, and then we'll get back with him.
Okay, yeah. So I'm still trying to play devil's advocate a little bit. I'm sorry. Let's call it what it is. On here. So one of my favorite comedians, Paul Mooney. Okay, the late and great Paul Mooney. He's a person who say what he say. He don't care about no backlash or nothing like that. I think, and that's something I take. If you gonna say something, whatever you saying nowadays, you got to live by the sword, die by the sword. You know what I'm
Stand on
saying?
it.
You whatever you saying, you got to stand on it. If it's
You
something
gotta
you
own
don't
it.
like, you can't come back and be like, no, I
I,
didn't mean it
I
that way.
didn't mean it that
Wow,
way.
wow,
Yeah.
wow, wow.
More people will have respect. Yeah, I said what I said. I don't like it. Period. Like I ain't got to, I ain't got to sugarcoat nothing or
And
put it
that's what I
a
was saying.
certain way.
Why did he just stick by what he said? It
You're
wasn't.
right.
You have a right
Because
to
he
have.
got punked. Shit, that's why he got punked.
Yeah.
It is what it
I
is.
take, like
And
Christy said, I take 400 some emails and tell everybody a different way to go screw yourself, a different way. I said what I said. But at the same time, I get it. You know what I'm saying? People are always going to hold dear what's important to them.
Right.
I
If
mean, he.
somebody said something
I,
that they didn't like ballroom, I'd be the first one to come up and say, well, what have you done that's so great that what do you like that's going up the charts right now?
Motherfucker
I
gonna
would
say,
have came and
motherfucker gonna
defended
say,
it
"Baby,
too.
go up down by T-Pain."
I'm sick of that fucking song.
He's being nice now. Because let that have been me a fuck your
But
mother.
another
I
thing,
told him.
is this dude a young dude? Is he a
no, he's
younger
not.
dude?
No,
He
no, bro.
man, you know
No,
what,
bro. In his 30s.
Hey, listen to this. So when somebody asked him what type of music, he was talking about music from the 70s, bro. He was saying like Parliament. I'm like, who the fuck wants to hear that? Like he
Yeah.
was stuff that
No,
was like,
no, wait.
yeah, fuck you.
With that being said, Red, you know how you just took that? It's pretty much the same way on how everything else got took. You could have said that a whole different way to whereas he wouldn't have got offended by that. But how you said what you said may have sparked off something in him the same way this whole conversation jumped off from the jump.
But like he's saying though, stay by what you said. If that's what you
I get
mean, then
it.
stand by it. I think people got riled up when he tried to switch around everything that he had already said.
Exactly.
I got riled up when he disrespect Chicago. That's what I got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remy just wanted.
He
He just
speak
wanted.
to half
And
the
it,
people he speak
and,
to,
and
he's
he
cool
and
with.
Remedy might have had a different respect for him if he'd have said, like, hey man, I ain't disrespect Chicago. I just said I don't like this music, man. Shit, I ain't no
Right.
disrespect to Chicago.
When
I go to Chicago and eat Giordano's all day. They don't got no problem with Chicago, you
that
know.
nigga ain't never been out of Dallas, man.
No.
Hey, all I know is Remedy went on and told him, look, I was cool with you all the way up until you said this.
Oh,
Man, hey man, when I did my first DJ set, man, he supported, bro. It's been
Yeah.
house parties that I DJ that he supported.
Mm-hmm.
So I never had a problem with this cat until now. It came from left field. I'm like, he know me. He know me.
Yeah.
He know me.
So I gave him the opportunity. I've been messaging. I've been doing everything, trying to get him to join.
Bro.
But
He feel like his life threatened, man. He might
Listen,
not put no
anybody
sleep
Yeah.
on for a month.
on that post, anybody that made a comment on that post, he unfriended because he
Yeah.
feels some type of way.
that's
Which is
hilarious.
but you kicked it with us for a long time, and the same people you kick it with on a daily, weekly basis is who you disrespected. So it was just unacceptable. It was somebody you kick it with, for instance, with Drake. That's somebody he's kicked it with. That's somebody that speak to him no matter what. And you know he's from there. So you disrespected him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody you kick it with is from the north. Pretty much
Yeah.
disrespected. You know what I'm from the
A lot
north.
Well, I'll tell you what. During the pandemic, I pretty much am giving everybody a free pass because we're all still extremely stressed out. And I'm just going to take it that you meant to say something maybe better than what you did. But, sometimes the stress level is just too much. And we all don't know what we have going on in our lives in the background, who's sick, who's unemployed, whatever. Like, when we get out, though, I'll judge you a little more harshly, but not right now.
Okay, so
The thing is, real quick. The thing is that first of all, I don't think a lot of people knew who this guy was. I think if you're going to be vocal, I'm just saying, I don't know. If you're going to be vocal about skate culture, you better make sure somebody know who you is and what you stand for and what you done done.
And you better know how to skate.
Right.
You better know how to skate, y'all.
That's what I mean. If don't nobody better be like, hey.
All right, we can't all talk at the same time. Go ahead, Remedy.
Hey, so back to what you said, man. Yeah, you said he may be stressed out.
Yeah.
But if he was stressed out because of the pandemic, his stinking ass wouldn't even be on Facebook. Let's get that understood.
I mean,
let's get that understood first.
Is that real though? I feel like more people are on Facebook because they're stressed out. It's a way to like, just avoid reality.
He wouldn't be, that's not the way to do it.
I don't know.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Agree. I don't know. I feel Facebook in general. Twitter fingers turn to trigger fingers on Facebook. I'm just saying.
Hey,
people been talking reckless on Facebook before the pandemic. Okay.
You would have said that shit at the Rink.
Hey, news break. Hey, Cisco, you got a big ass head. That's all I want to say.
What is this thing with you and Cisco?
That was wrong. That was wrong.
Hold on. I got
Ice said something. Hey, we got Ice. Ice, go ahead. We need you to speak on this, bro.
Yeah.
We need you to speak.
I'll reserve my comment.
What's going on, everybody?
Hey, Ice.
What's going on, everybody? I'm sorry I lost the audio. I mean, the video and everything.
It's all good.
No, I'm just listening to the styles, and Leo can attest this. For me, for me, I'm from Philly. I learned Detroit. I learned Ohio. I learned some JB, and I embraced all of it. As far as the music, being not only a skater but also a performer. So now you're gonna have to adapt. I give you examples for like Bobby West and Darian, doing stuff with Usher. Is like you so used to what you're doing. Now you gotta adapt to somebody else, you gotta perform, and you have to adapt. So being that, Leo will tell you, is like I remember I went to one skate-a-thon and I went out on everybody roll call and had their shirt on. And they like, yo, Ice, what you doing? And it's like the whole thing is universal for me, and I guess I could say that from a performance standpoint because I had to do all genres of music. I had to skate for a DJ who lost his mom, and his mom was in her 80s, and I used to always stop and talk with her anytime I went to the rink. And he said, I would appreciate it if you do something. So I can't JB at a memorial service. You know what I mean? I can't open the house at a memorial service. So I had to go back in my bag, learning a little bit of figure skating, and I had to do some of that. One of the things about, like roll bounce, it was a curse and a blessing at the same time, but I took a lesson from that. At the very end, what was Bow Wow trying to do? His very last move was trying to do a triple axel, whatever it was. And during the course of that movie, he always looked at that young, the white guy, and he was like, "Dag, man, dude is always falling." But then he took that particular style. He said, "You know what? I'm gonna use that at the end. I'm gonna kill it with it." So it's like you're not gonna be perfect at you're not gonna be perfect at all styles. So for me, it was just adopting a lot of styles and just trying to make it a melting pot and things of that nature. So as far as the music is going to be the music. I done been to skate where it's all Europeans, and it's like, what am I going to do? So I'm like, I can't, I done paid my money. I don't want to leave. So I'm like, okay, I'll figure out a beat. I'll get a beat somewhere and make it work for me. As you said, this Facebook stuff, I applaud the brother that walked up to him and had a conversation. And the thing about social media, man, and it's just sad, is like, just have a conversation with somebody. A simple conversation can kill a lot of stuff. Like, you doing all this stuff on social media, and you get new skaters coming in from the street, and they not like us. No. So I'm looking at it deeper and broader than anybody else because I'm a little bit older. If say I said something real negative about Chicago and I walked up in there, I might get hurt bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you got the street element, so it's like nobody's thinking that far, but I do. You know what I mean? Because it can happen, especially in the climate right now across this country.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't have all the answers. That's just my opinion, and my opinion is not always right. But for me, the music, I just place it where I can use it. I place it where I can use it. You go to Ohio, you're gonna hear stride, you're gonna hear all genres of music in Ohio. They on that G funk. They are on that G funk. You know what I mean? Especially but in Dayton is something else. So it's like, what are you gonna do? So I just try to formulate my stuff, and adapt to other people's music, and try not to be part of the BMW club, bitching, moaning, and whining all the daggone time.
Wait a minute. Can we get a Rock drink?
Rock drink.
Well said.
BMW.
Bitching, moaning, and whining all the time, man. We got people dying, in the last year that we would never expect. So let's just enjoy the art form for what it is, man. My thing is, I appreciate everybody that's here right now. I mean, I might not know you personally, but my heart of hearts, I mean, I'll stop, you can stop up to me, have a conversation, and then I just add what I can add and try to help everybody, to the best of my ability. So right now I'm just trying to spread the love. That's all. It's too much hate going on. And like anybody reach out to me, I'm always trying to help. Leo would tell you that. We've been friends for what is 20 years, Leo?
Yep.
So,
20. Yep.
So yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at, man. I mean,
so what I will say is, I've been blessed to be able to be around you, Ice, and I've been blessed to grow up around Leo. So what I would say is, Leo, what would your words be when it comes to different styles and different genres of music when it comes to someone who doesn't know those styles of music? Because I can tell you right now, when I started, all I knew was radio music. I didn't know that there were other styles of music to skate to, because in St. Louis, we were so closed off, and all we were shown was this is what you skate to. I was 16 going to 25 and older sessions just because I worked at the rink. I was allowed to skate with the adults, but being at that adult session, it showed me all I knew was this is what you skate to. Until I started traveling and I saw that, like for instance, when I went to Chicago my first time, Remedy, I can't even lie to you, brother. When I got to Chicago on my first skate trip,
like, what the hell is this?
I was like, what? No, I didn't say hell. I said, what the fuck is this? I was like, who skates to James Brown? And I'm looking around, and I'm like,
everybody was.
I'm like, who the fuck skates to James Brown? I didn't know any better, brother. Excuse me, and this is just me being honest. I didn't know any better, but it took me
to get educated about
to get educated. Exactly. So I'm traveling to Detroit, and I was wondering. I was like, why in the fuck are they still playing James Brown at these other rinks? Everywhere I go, they playing fucking James Brown. So I'm like, okay. And then
first of all, sir, that's James Brown. That's the Godfather.
I respect the Godfather of soul. I just didn't know.
Like that.
Look, hey, sir. Hey, B, I'm being honest right now. So you got, let me live right now. So,
I don't care who you are. You better respect a song or two of James Brown.
It took us traveling for me to learn and see that, honestly, Chicago, like if you look at it, when they did the United Skates movie, it took me to understand that Chicago is the heart of skating. because California skates so much like Chicago. They skate to the same music. They skate to the same things. And for me to see that, I was like, well, you know what? I'm the one that's wrong, not the music. I'm the one that's wrong because I didn't get around. I didn't get educated until later in life. And now it's like, I'm telling you right now, I'm so much a fan of Chicago, seeing that footwork, I know I can't move my feet that fast. I know my balance is not like that.
Yeah.
So I've learned to appreciate it, and that's what I would say with Gary. I would tell him, like, bro, you need to travel more because that's what it takes in order for. That's what skate parties are for. They are to educate you on the culture of skating, to learn what every state has to offer. That's what it is.
Thank you.
I feel. But in the end, everybody ain't skating to be great. Everybody ain't skating to be great. Okay? Everybody ain't skating to adapt to this and to adapt to that. You know what I'm saying? I think, and this is just me in personal, this is my opinion. I think you have to, if you're skating, you have to find what it is that you're skating for. What it is, why are you skating? For me, when I started skating, first of all, I'm gonna go ahead and jump back into your thing as far as James. I've been a fan of James Brown, first off. Okay. So then to go to Chicago and see what they were doing to this James Brown is like, okay.
Goddamn art.
Okay, they getting it. Now
That's
Chicago
exactly what it is.
It's one of the only places when I first started skating that had an adult session that skated nothing but R&B music.
Yeah.
The only place I went to when I first started skating that had an adult all R&B session. And that was back when you could go places and you skated your style and people looked at you and was like, you ain't from here. You know,
Yeah.
Where you from?
Yeah.
Or could tell you must be from St. Louis, so you must be from Chicago. You ain't coming around saying ain't nobody skating like this here.
Hey, Leo's trying to say something. Go ahead, Leo.
So to answer, first of all, you have to open your mind up. You got to be able to be receptive to any and everything. Give everything a chance first. Before you go and pass judgment on anything.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first thing. So that'll be the answer to your first question. The other thing is dealing with Chicago and JB music. Okay, so the thing about Chicago that I admire so much about Chicago is the fact that they got dope ass producers, flash DJs that create their own sound.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the skaters respond by they respond by creating steps to the tracks.
They go hand in hand.
You know what I'm saying? They communicate. They let one another know, oh, this is dope. We can do something to this. And then and when they go and put together a mix segment of stuff, and they go and showcase it in other cities, we be like, damn, they always come with the noise. They always come with the dope ass tracks. They always come with a unified style that they do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that it looks good. Okay, so maybe as an individual, it may not look too well as an individual. But when they come together as a group, I mean, it's on point. Everybody's doing the same thing at the same time. You look at it like as if they in a marching band. Like let's just say a marching band, or you in the military, and you got to be in sync. You got to be as one. They mastered that.
Yeah.
Now, Leo, let's say you have opened your mind up. You have opened your mind up, and you don't like what you hear.
Okay, but you gave it the opportunity. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. You keep moving.
Y'all laughing at me and stuff. I'm trying to speak for the people who ain't in that level. You know what I'm saying? Who
Right.
ain't
All about
eclectic
the,
like
all about
that.
the
You know,
presentation.
y'all laughing at me and stuff. We
It's
got
about the
to get both
presentation.
sides.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
All right. Let me say this. Let me say this real quick.
Mhm.
So this is a general question, and probably most of y'all are not gonna get it. What are those circles in the middle of the floor for?
Oh, for figures, for like
See, she the only one
for
knew.
artistic.
She the only one that knew. Now y'all should be ashamed of yourself. You go to Rink every
I
day.
just answered faster. That's it. I'm a nerd. Why can I?
See, and you know what?
I didn't know there was a
way,
buzzer or
Hey,
something.
hey,
She
bro,
buzzed
bro,
first.
bro. Hey, Ice been on my ass, bro. Ice was like, you can't say you love skating and you don't love all of skating. Like he
I
got
love
me.
all of it, man.
Yep,
I,
you're
I,
right.
I'm
I've
being
been going
honest.
around them lines. I knew what it was for, Ice. I'm sorry.
No, the reason I say it is because when I was younger, I'm like, the hell are these circles for? I don't need these damn circles. And then I ran into somebody was doing figures, and I'm like, and no offense to anybody, I'm like, I ain't doing that gay faggot ass shit. I'm not doing it. I'm being honest.
Hard.
Look,
It's hard.
I'm being honest. You want me to be honest? I'm being honest. I'm like, I'm not doing that faggoty shit, man. That's that punk stuff. I'm not doing it. But then I had, I'm sorry. I hope I ain't offend nobody. I really don't.
No.
But
Yeah,
I'm
man, because
sitting
I did that stuff and I ain't no faggot.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Matter of fact, Leo showed me how to do that.
Hold down.
No,
on that,
but
though.
you
Let's
know
go.
what? You know what? Listen,
That just took our podcast to a whole nother level.
I did
Yes.
listen. I did an interview yesterday, and I said the same thing, and it was like because I took ballet when I was younger, and I told my classmate, I'm like, yo, dude, why are you taking this punk stuff, man? I don't do that, right? And he like, yo, dude, it's 15 girls in the class. I'm the only dude. You figure it out. I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay.
So now
Yeah.
I had to open my mind not only for the girls, but the artistic part of it. So
Absolutely.
that's when I, start looking at figures, and I'm like, how can I work that stuff into the stuff that I already know? And
Man it up.
and whether people know it or not, every last one of y'all on here, you doing figures, you just wasn't trained on it.
Right.
You are doing figures, you just wasn't trained on it. And there was another point I wanted to make. I'm getting old, I don't forgot. Go ahead, y'all.
But yeah, that's exactly what we've been looking for. So I want to change the topic real quick, just real quick, because this has to be touched on. Skate etiquette.
Oh boy.
So
Oh boy.
So this is my issue with skate etiquette. So what I've been looking at lately is there's been a lot of slow walking going on, and
I knew you.
and when they start slow walking, they get in this big old group of people in the middle of, and it's not in the middle, it's on the outside of the rink. So the thing is, with people skating, they have to go around that group or try to figure out how to get in between the group of people that are slow walking, and it messes up the evening when it comes to people that want to roll. Because I can actually say, when I was at the IR skate party, and no disrespect to Chicago at all, but I understand what you all do. You claim your rink, and it's your rink. But at the same time, I just feel like there needs to be a certain level of respect to the people that actually want to roll. And at the rink, even last night, when they started slow walking, when I say it was this big crowd of people, they were blocking people from rolling because they want to be part of the crowd. And in slow walk, it's supposed to be in a single file line. So what I want to discuss is, when it comes to skate etiquette, I need us to explain why the outside needs to be open and the people that want to do the slow walk or whatever they're doing need to be closer to the inside of the rink. Can you all speak on that?
I got an answer for you.
That's a damn good question.
If you don't want your ass ran the fuck over, move out the way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you from experience. You go to Detroit and do that, and you gonna get ran over. You are definitely gonna get ran over in Detroit.
Mm-hmm. Well, you definitely gonna get. Yeah, that's the truth. So, all right, so that's from
the
Tanya
thing
Hill.
is, because it's so different in different places. Some people want the wall as they can be able to pass and go by fast and everything like that. Other places, you know, slow skaters on the inside, fast skaters on the outside, slow walking on the outside, fast skating on the inside. I mean, everything is changing. I think, and this is just me and personal, I think, hey, you better just watch out. Shit. If you're gonna be slow walking or if you're gonna be skating, pay attention to your surroundings. It's just like driving. You don't know who driving fast, who driving slow. Just watch everywhere and go on about your business. I think that's the best bet you can hope for.
Yeah.
Look, that's the slow walkers. That's your TikTokers. That's your rental skates. That's your selfie people that take selfie pictures and videos.
Oh hell!
Yeah, I touched
real
it.
You struck a nerve with that one, Leo.
Yeah, he touched on a lot because I'm like, if you're skating forward and somebody else is skating forward and behind you, how do they hit you when you can't? You know, it's like you see me, I can't see you, so it's like you had to clearly come and bump into me, and then you looking at me like I was in the way. You see me.
A lot of people don't know how to control their damn feet, man.
It's like you see the target, and when you still hit the target because the target can't see you. So it's like hitting the wall. You seen the wall there. It ain't moved. When you hit the wall, that's your fault.
Right.
And then cuss out the wall. They gotta cuss out somebody.
Right. Then you looking at the wall like it's out of place. Like
the wall was there already. What's wrong with you?
Like what in my face? Like what you mean? I don't know. That's what I think Scott means about skate etiquette. It's like, are you gonna just continuously skate reckless and then bump into everybody and kick everybody's skate and everything like that when you know that's not the environment for it, and then look at everybody else like they in your way?
Well, we have this thing now, like out here in Cali, it's kind of chronic where if you try to enforce some skate etiquette, like, hey, excuse me, if you're skating backwards, you should be looking backwards. And they look at you like, you're not my mom. Like, how dare you tell me what I can do, what I can't do. But I just enforce it, and I will say, "Excuse me, come here. I would like to talk to you." And give them the little lecture, like, "Hey, this is how you do it. You don't like it, that's okay. I'm cool with that, but I'm telling you how we do it."
Remy is already where I'm at now. Like that old "excuse me" proper shit. That's just not gonna work on no.
Well, this is California. This is California. It's probably different. Like I'm not suggesting anybody else do it where you are.
Oh no!
The way Christy does it,
no.
They gonna get the message.
I hear what you're saying.
When Christy pull you, excuse me, come here. Okay, this is how it's supposed to go. Okay, you over here. This is how it is. I mean, she gonna get it to the point where it comes across, and you gonna feel wrong for doing it.
You know what? One of the only reasons why is because she knows she got 3 damn superheroes that's gonna kick somebody's ass.
Yes,
that's the reason why. That's the reason why.
Trust me, she was doing it way before she knew us. That's embedded in her. She got it.
I get it, but when you got reinforcements, your voice gets a whole hell of a lot louder, don't it?
That is true.
We wish the motherfucker would.
So we got a little time left. If anybody want to join in, like I said, we have 2 legends on here. This is your opportunity to ask a question, talk to them, because you probably won't get this chance ever again unless you see them at the rink. The link has been posted, so let me actually post that right now.
Okay, too.
All right.
Damn.
Man, they gonna play that move like that. Look out.
All right, B, go ahead.
Okay. All right, bring it down, Stu. Bring it down. Bring it down. I know your hands are getting kind of itchy.
That's what I do.
PJ Groove is giving Christy a lot of love right now. So
yes, PJ, I miss you, dude. I hope I see you when I come to Atlanta. Okay, I miss you.
Wait a minute. And I'm reading the comment that Lynette Barnett just sent over. When you start floor showing, you get the inside. You never hold up the rollers. They will fuck you up on that outside rail. Roller derby gonna jam you up out there. I believe it. That's the truth. That's the absolute truth.
That's true. I mean, I guess it's just all about where you're going, because you try to do that slow walking on the rail in St. Louis, and they will run you right up all over that rail.
Hey, matter of fact, the 28 Skate King returns.
Yay!
Skate King returns.
Yeah, they got their air conditioning units put in, so
how's the floor?
It's all go.
Wood. I don't know. We don't know yet. We don't know.
Oh, nobody's even been in the building. Okay.
Not at
It's
all.
a few people that been in the building, but not rolling.
First person's in rolling. I gotta see the video. I want to see what's happening.
We'll go live when we go.
Yeah. If we not too excited, we'll go live.
Good.
All right.
So just to touch on it, how do some people feel about the skate etiquette? Is there one place in particular that has no skate etiquette, or how do y'all feel about it? Do y'all have that issue where y'all go to parties or no? Anybody?
Hey, Remedy done bust out the cigar. I need to get my cigar. Now that I know you smoke cigars, bro, I hold you to a higher standard, my brother.
You know what, B? I really think that the OGs or the elder statesmen of skating community whatnot should answer that question and to see what they feel about it, because it's always, you always get words of wisdom from them. So either one of the elder statesmen, either OG Ice or Grandmaster Sensei Leo, please answer that question.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it comes from us teaching y'all. That's been a lost art too, because a lot of us have disappeared. A lot of us we seen. Leo could tell you I seen this coming maybe 10, 11 years ago. So a lot of the elders have disappeared, and we haven't passed on that wisdom or anything like that. We haven't even had conversations. It's like you take this like right now, like what me and Leo is doing, is being on here. You couldn't have elders on something like this here, and it's some elders that we have that don't even entertain something like this. So it's like we got to bring them back in the mix. We got to grab them, sometimes grab them by the hand if we can, and like, yo, this is not cool. This is not cool. This, that, and the other. But then again, you got to be open to some of these young people because they want to express themselves. You know what I mean? You got to be open to a degree, but there's a degree of civility in all of it, because you can't just go out here like you Judy Arnold and Jim Trotter and knock everybody off like you on the roller derby. You just can't do it, because that's a quick way to get a punch in the mouth. So I've ran in the slow walkers, I've ran in the speed skaters, and they give you that mean mug, and I'm like, yo, man, it's all love, man. Somebody could have got hurt, this, that, and the other, and then they think about it, and it's all about the approach. Sometimes it's really about the approach. But then you got the real younger ones. They're like, Man, fuck you, old head. I ain't paying you no damn mind until they bust their ass. You know, yo, got to tell you this story about Chicago, man. So I'm arguing with this brother there about a wet spot on the floor.
Yeah.
So we going back and forth, back and forth. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I handle that different, the wrong way as an elder, and I ate that.
Yeah.
The next night, I'm up Glenwood, so I'm doing the figure eights, and I'm sliding in the back, and I hit a wet spot, and guess who was there to pick me up?
The
The
young
same
kid.
young boy I was arguing with. So it's like I had to humble myself. So we cool and everything, and we talk, but that's a wake up call.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that can happen. So it's like I had to learn something. Both of us learned something during the course of both of those nights. So it's sometimes something like that there will facilitate itself.
Yeah.
That's a good story. That's something
That's
that
a good
needs to
story.
be
Never too
shared.
old.
All right, go ahead, Leo. What was you saying, bro?
I was just saying, you're never too old to learn anything, and I don't care how long you've been in it. You can always learn something from somebody, even a new person. So you know, it's you just have to keep your eyes open, keep your ears open. Sometimes just keep your
Okay. Okay.
So,
Hey, Leo, now that you said that, man, before I met you or seen you, man, I had never seen nobody ballroom with two people. You taught me that.
You're right there. That's that dude right there.
That's hey man, let me tell you something, man. That's an art form that you do, man. I really admire it, for real.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Ain't a lot, for real.
So this has been a very interesting topic, and we are happy that you all decided to join us for Skate Talk. We really hope that you all continue to log in and join us every other Friday. And yeah, but what I want to say is straight up, Red, I appreciate you coming in to the show. I know you're not here right now, so what we're gonna do for you is we're gonna cover both nights for you and your lady when you on It's All Good in the Wood. It's All Wood in my hood. I'm sorry.
Yes.
But yeah, we got you, Red. We gonna cover you on Friday and Saturday for you and your lady.
That's it. Got it. And then that's we like Red to be one of the people that come back when we have a lot of topic stuff, because Red gonna give it to you raw. You know,
Exactly.
she don't care, and that's exactly what we need.
So so Remedy, if you could pass that message to her, we would surely appreciate that. All right, so thank you for joining us tonight. We want to thank you, Leo and Ice. We could not have done this show without the three of you, without the six of you that joined. So so we really appreciate you joining, and we're going to go ahead and let you all go for the evening. You all have a great night, and we'll talk to you later.
I appreciate all y'all, man. I missed y'all a few times, and I just wanted to come and just acknowledge you guys, man. It's good things that you're doing.
All right, appreciate it, Ice.
Thank you, appreciate it, brother.
Christy,
all right.
you had some other questions. I forgot what the other questions you had asked about. One was the Atlanta, and then you had some other stuff that you wanted to know.
It's so far back, but if I could just give a shout out and appreciation to Ice from Philly. I really loved his he had a poise and a substance to all of his comments. I was like, I'll just keep talking. I'm soaking it up. He really had this like peaceful generosity. And it was funny because he's a well-rounded human being, because I saw him at the meet and greet at IR10, and he's like super playful. And then this was like a side of him that I was like, well, okay, wait a minute, let me just sit back and absorb. He really should play a bigger part as like, and I mean, I don't know, because I'm in California, right? Maybe he already is playing a bigger part in the community as an elder, like this voice of reason. But I guess it was the first time I was hearing it, and I really liked it. So Thank you.
Yeah, agree. Agreed. Now back to you. You had some other questions. I'm trying to get to them other questions that you had too to get answered.
Well, I want to know, how are we going to wrap up this whole session? Like, is this guy okay? I feel bad. Like, I heard he was scared.
No, he's all right.
Scared.
The thing is, I talked to OD, and OD gave me the rundown on who he was and how he was. So me knowing, because I was him, basically, I can say that because I had a situation where I said some things and things were taken out of content.
Facts.
And it blew up beyond where I wanted it to go, because I can actually say this. I actually said something about a DJ that was from St. Louis, that we were in Chicago. And I said, Chicago has their own DJ. Memphis came with their own DJ. They're repping their DJ. Why are we not repping ours? And our DJ was DJ Slim, who now has moved down to Atlanta. So I said, why are we not pushing our DJ? Because he's been working so hard to be a national DJ. Why are we using Joe? Well, this is what happened. Someone took that comment that I made, and they went back and told Joe, hey, he said he don't want you to DJ our set.
Yeah.
Which was 100% completely wrong from what I actually stated. When I'm actually trying to boost the DJ who basically gave us our first name. We were called the Four Brothers. Originally, we were called the Four Brothers by DJ Slim. So I was trying to push our DJ from St. Louis like, hey, once I saw that Indianapolis came with their own DJ, once I saw Memphis come with their own DJ, it wasn't a slight towards Joe. It was the fact that this man put us together, basically.
Right.
So why not use this man that's from St. Louis to play our song on our what do they call it? Roll call? On our roll call.
Roll call, yeah.
Right.
So I understand what happened because I was in his shoes at once. That's the reason why I really wanted him on the show, was to show him, bro, I understand that what you said, I know how you meant it, but it didn't come off that way. And when you speak on something in the skate world, you have to beware of those who are going to turn it into something else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So now, with that being said, Scott, what you could do is, if you see the dude again, explain to him the same way you explained to us on your opinion and how it could be perceived, and then maybe he can come on the show. Maybe he might be open to do that if you give him that window. If you extend that olive branch out to him, especially when you explain it in the manner that you did.
Yeah,
he would be willing to come on the show and probably put some clarity on what it was that he was saying.
And that's all we want. And with that being said, yeah, you are 100% right. I will speak to him. I'm gonna give him a little time in between, but I definitely will open those doors of communication.
Who knows? He might be done with this. This
He's
is
like,
a comment.
He might be past it,
Probably. I don't even want to talk about it no more. I'm sorry I even said it. He like, damn, you can't even say nothing no more. You can't even have an opinion no more.
Damn.
You can't even say what you like and don't like in the skate world. You can't even post nothing no more. You know,
right?
So he might be done with it. Who knows?
Yeah.
Like I said, I think I look at things as far as what it says, not the behind meaning of stuff, or not what you think somebody how it came off. I just look at the text, and basically all I saw was he just say he ain't a fan of JB house music. I mean, you gotta sometimes don't read stuff too far in, like the whole Monique thing when she was talking about ladies who come out the house with the bonnet and like they ain't never done nothing to they face and clothes. Some people was reading comments into that, talking about well, I'm in a rush or blah blah blah, or what if this is going on, what if you have cancer, all of that stuff. You're reading too far into the thing.
Yeah,
all she's stating is come out the house like you care about yourself.
That's
Period,
all it
point
was.
blank.
Yeah.
It don't go to if somebody got cancer, if somebody's sick or something like that. If people read too much into a statement, they they make too many excuses for what a statement means or could mean. Well, they could be talking about this, and that could mean this. Well, what if this? Just look at the statement for what it is.
That's
And go
exactly
on
what it
about
is.
your business.
But
Yep,
the thing
that's all
is,
it is.
like those statements that you make, B, sometimes it all depends on the person and it all depends on the interpretation. That right there is a big difference. Like, yeah, I could say something, but just because I say something, somebody else may interpret what I'm saying in a totally different manner than what it is that I'm actually saying it as. Instead of looking at it being black and white, they could see something, or if not, they get something out of it that may not even be meant to get out of it, but they'll still end up interpreting it the way that they want to. So
and for that, and for those people, you gotta tell them you gotta tell them kiss your ass, because I mean that ain't.
Nah, I'm with that. I'm with that. I'm definitely with that.
Come on, you can't. It's almost like you have to justify everything that you say for everybody. Everybody gonna take it to a different level.
Exactly.
For the people that know you, they know what you mean, and you're talking to the people who know what you mean. You don't care about the people who don't know.
And Brandon know me. I ain't explaining myself to no motherfucking body.
You ain't got to.
No, not at all.
Not with us, because it's different.
Like right now, even me telling that story, I've never told anybody that outside of my guys right here. That was it. That story never left anybody, because when that happened, I was like,
you didn't have to. We was a part of the story.
No shit.
So look,
people was coming to us about your statement.
So look, so it was like, to me, I was like, me and Joe got a relationship. Like, Joe should already know me, and he should already know I'm one of his biggest fans. So if he believe that, I'm gonna let him believe it, because I'm not gonna explain myself. Man, that's just what it was.
In that case, that the true statement of that one is, those that matter don't mind. Those that mind don't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of feel like some people don't know what a small community this is, and maybe you don't know who's friends with who, and then it comes back to you three ways, and then it's like, and there's all these like back chats, screenshots. I mean, it is like on one episode we were talking like Real Housewives of Skating. You know, it is kind of like skating and drama is like this.
Yeah, it happens. I mean, everybody is at fault for it. Everybody done said some stuff. I put a post up, ballroom ain't for everybody. Everybody can't teach it and blah, blah, blah. And some people got offended by it.
Yeah.
Hit me up or made a little post of their own shit. I went on the post. Yeah, this is what I said. This is what I meant. You come see me. You want to have a conversation about it? I'm at the rink on Sundays and Sunday mornings. Come see me. Come talk about it. I don't. It ain't to diss anybody. It's to make a statement.
Exactly. So what I will say is, I would make this statement, fellas, lady. We have, ma'am, we have had a great show tonight. I really enjoyed this show tonight.
Yeah, there was a lot of talking going on.
Yeah, it was a lot of talking going on, wasn't it? It was all right.
Right. All right, we'll crucify you. You'll get 400 emails. You'll get 400 emails that how dare
I'm lonely. Send me some emails.
I stand by it. I guarantee it.
Blue magic, baby. Blue magic.
Hey, we did our thing tonight. I think we've had the highest participation as far as people tuning in. This has been the largest that we've had.
Yeah. Hey. Way to go, PJ, Tony Tiger. I see you over there with the comments. Great.
Yes, PJ and Tanya.
Yeah, so
Leo is king.
Yes, Lynette has been on one. She's been
Leo is royalty in the highest degree. Big ups.
So Sue.
Yo.
Go. What I want you to do is tell us about this at the bottom of the screen.
It's all wood in the hood. Man, listen, August, what is that? August
13th and the 14th.
I can't see, man.
You better use that microscopic vision, Superman. I thought you could.
Sometimes, man, sometimes I be getting glasses. I need them glasses so that when we go on occasion now.
13th and the 14th, bro.
Yes, sir. Texas Wood Riders. It's all wood in the hood. Hey, Tanya, man. Hey, get out there and get it in with the people, man, because these are some great people that support us. So support them. Big time support, man.
Is it safe to say they're having a workshop that 13th?
Yeah, they are having a workshop. If you all can grace us with your presence, there will be a workshop.
Will be a workshop. Who knows? We might be there teaching ballroom.
Hey,
that's a whole nother subject. That's a whole nother subject.
It's a lot of people that want to learn ballroom.
That's a whole nother subject.
They just talking. I don't think they want to learn it. I don't think they want to learn it. They don't want to learn no ballroom. They just talking. They just talk.
Hey, but I will say this.
Dallas Skate Fair Classic. You didn't say anything. You just showed us.
That's it. See you at the Classic.
Yes, sir.
See you at the Classic.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, that's in October. So first of all, we're not gonna speed past this skate party that's next week. Okay, Naptown Rollers.
Naptown.
Okay,
Naptown
are throwing a party next week, and they having a Thursday session that is an all R&B session. Okay.
Ooh.
I'm gonna be in the building for that. Naptown. Shout out to Naptown Rollers. Shout out to Kelly Thomas, Jasmine, all my Tara, everybody down in Danica, everybody down in Indianapolis. We gonna be there.
Naptown's on Teasy.
Naptown Rollers.
Miss Teasy, I'm sure she gonna be there, Miss Teasy.
Ooh.
She needs to be there because ain't nobody heard from Teasy in a minute, so she needs to come out.
Yeah,
we don't know what's going on. She had a birthday and everything, and ain't been seen since. So she need to come out. DJ Bounce in the house. DJ Bounce, Hez Thomas will be DJing Thursday night for the R&B party, and I think he will be doing the Sunday session too.
Oh yeah.
So DJ Bounce, if you love DJ Bounce, you need to be in the house with DJ Bounce. That's Naptown Rollers, Indianapolis.
Factual.
That's gonna be bananas.
Yeah.
Yep. So I think we got those parties out the way. We got anything else?
For your information, Serena/Moon is me. Okay. I don't know what that means, but I'll post it.
I'll be looking.
What any advanced news on you guys maybe hosting a party or something? I might have heard a little.
We still waiting for the details for our Sinning in Vegas party. So we're still waiting for some details, and we're still in talk.
Room 112 will be in effect in Vegas.
Room 112, and what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. But you know, we gonna wait for that. We gonna wait and get more details, and we trying to plan it. Make sure it's a good date for everybody to be in attendance to. We not interfering with no other parties. You know, we understand that COVID didn't hit and everybody need their funds, their dividends. So we trying to make sure that everybody can sin at the right time. Because like Ray Charles say, the nighttime is the right time. So we gonna get there and do that. Hey, Sandy is in the building. She had to come up and be singing.
All right.
Well, my dog, damn it.
No, he down there.
I got that massage gun for him. Get him out of here.
Oh, look, here he is. There he is.
Hey.
Okay, I'm gonna get my gun for him. Yeah. Him. Give him to a Vietnamese family. They gonna have him honey roasted and put him in somebody's rice.
Hey, close us out.
So, all right, without further ado, we closing out. I don't care if you're in California, Chi-Town, Indianapolis, ATL, Ohio, it don't yet, Justice League. Tune in for Skate Talk. Whether you love us or you hate us, learn to like us because it's the best thing going today. Diamonds are forever.
And so is the Justice League.
And Christy Collins. Take us out, James. We out of here. Peace.
Man, listen, I got to make sure that we get this one off because we lost one of our hip hop legends last week. Rest in peace, man, to Biz Markie. We got to go out on some Biz, yo. We got to go out with it. We got
Oh,
to do
baby,
it.
you.
The Biz.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
That is the best that ever did it. One of the best ones that ever do it. Nobody beats the Biz,
The
man.
Biz. Yes.
Nobody. So once we get everything set up and situated so we can get out of here and do our thing, the Biz, and
Wait a minute,
everybody
you should
sing
have been
along.
had that together. Boy,
Right.
you're not on
Hey,
it
listen.
today. You better. It
I
must be some
was.
kryptonite over there or something. What's going on with you today?
It was. I could admit it. Shit
Okay.
happened.
All right.
Dude,
Okay. So
dude,
you
it
you
happens. It
Clark
happens.
Kenton today. You ain't Superman.
I know. And I don't like it. I don't like it one damn bit. So you know what? On that note, the hell with it. Let's get the hell out of here. We gotta go. All right. On that note, hey, thank y'all for coming out.
God bless.
you. Good night.
Good night.